Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nora Shkinosnabitanagi. Today, I will be discussing how external and internal factors shape transport policy using the 13th Malaysian Plan as my case study. So, let's start with the big pictures. 13th Malaysian Plan was launched under the themes Reinventing Development. Its headlines transport target is to double the public transport modal shares from around 20% to 40% by 2013. To achieve this, the plan sets out 4 key strategies: fare reforms, transit-oriented developments, massive infrastructure expansion, and railway restructuring. At the same time, there is a clear green shift which is moving freight from road to rail, pushing electric and hydrogen vehicle, and aligning with the Sustainable Development Goals, which is SDG. So it's a very ambitious plan. So what's pushing this policy? The first major external factors is urbanization and congestion. Over 3 million vehicles enter and leave Kuala Lumpur every day, and congestion levels have spiked by 30% in just few months. The real root cause isn't it simply too many cars. It's urban sprawl with broken first and last mile links to public transports. So people force into the cars. So here's the trap. Fuel subsidies keep 195 at only Rm 1.99 cents per liter, making driving extremely cheap. So this encourages long commutes and multi-cars households. So while severe congestion creates political urgency for massive public transport investment, the very same fuel subsidies keep people locked into private cars. So this is a real tension in the policy. 2 other external forces are also shaping decisions. On the environment side, Malaysia's 2015 net zero target means transport must change. Road freight alone accounts for around 40% of transport emissions. The 13th Malaysian plans respond with rail freight targets, EV and hydrogen promotions, and studies on a carbon tax. But there is a tension, which is private car emissions are mostly left out of hard targets because decision makers face public backlash. So on the social side, the plan is designed to be inclusive. It extends various concessions for students, seniors, and the disabled, keeps the My 50 monthly pass, and even introduce students flight subsidies. It also allocates over 9 billion ringgit to road and infrastructure in less developed states. At the same time, public groups like CAP are pushing for strict monitoring to ensure the money genuinely reaches those in need. So both climate and equity are strongly pulling at their policy. Now, let's look inside at internal organizational factors. One major issue is fragmented governance. Coordination between federal and state bodies is still weak, leading to overlapping function and delays in fund disbursement. Even basic ticketing integration between Rapid KL and KTMB remains unresolved because of factors different system and cost structures. The railway reforms that aims to separate asset ownership from operation is moving, but it's complex. Beyond governance, there is a deeper structural challenge. Policy tools mostly focus on supplies, which is building more buses and trains. But as long as urban sports continue and we don't manage private cars' demands through measures like congestion chargings or parking controls, the model share is staying stuck around 20%. The 40% target could remain aspirational unless we use both push and pull measures together. Despite this challenge, there are real opportunities. Transport Minister Luke himself said that it's cheaper to encourage electric cars than to keep paying high diesel subsidies. This shows that fiscal saving and climate goals can actually work together. Based on this analysis, I propose 4 actions, which is first, gradually reforms fuel subsidies and reallocated the saving directly into public transport. Which is the second one is make transit-oriented developments the default for all new urban projects. Third, quality demand management tools like congestion charging in areas already well served by public transport. And fourth, enforce independence, which is transparent cost benefits evaluation for all mega projects to ensure public money is spent well. To sum up, external pressures such as urbanization, climate, and social equity, which is create strong momentum for change, but internal factors, particularly governance fragmentations and the absence of demand management, set the pace and shape for the outcome. So the real test for 13th Malaysian plans will be whether structural reforms follow ambitious targets. When a new bus pulls onto the roads, it carries with it far deeper social choice than just engineering. That's all for me. Thank you so much for all the guidance and Kamal Zaman bin Isha.